Do you ever wake up and think, if I had $1 million, I'd be set for life? Yeah, hate to break it to you, but that dream died around the same time Blockbuster did. Today, $1 million doesn't make you rich. It makes you comfortable. Maybe, depending on whether you like avocado toast or insulin more. Seriously, I know that sounds depressing, but let's talk about it. Because if you're under 40, being told $1 million will set you free is like being told MySpace is the future of social media. And if you don't believe me, fine. Let's run the math. But spoiler, by the end of this video, you're going to feel like that guy who thought Dogecoin was his retirement plan. Hey, myself Ryan from United States. Back in the day, your parents and grandparents treated $1 million like the golden ticket. Buy a house, retire early, play golf, and complain about millennials. Life was good. But today, $1 million is basically just upper middle class. Not yachts and caviar, more like Costco samples and maybe Starbucks if you skip the avocado toast. Want proof? Let's do the numbers. You save up $1 million, retire today, and play it safe with 4% returns. That's $40,000 a year. $40,000. That's your millionaire lifestyle. So congrats, you're not living in Beverly Hills. You're living in Walmart. And maybe Walmart is hiring because $40,000 won't even cover rent in half the country anymore. Think about your bills right now. Rent or mortgage, car payment, maybe student loans still hanging around like a toxic ex. Add in insurance, food, Netflix, Amazon impulse buys at 2 a.m. Suddenly $40,000 is gone before you even get to Costco. And kids? Forget it. Kids are financial black holes. They don't just drain your bank account, they vaporize it. One Target run and you're $200 down because little Timmy needed Paw Patrol pajamas, a slime kit, and a Nerf gun that'll be lost in 2 weeks. Don't even start on healthcare. In America, one ambulance ride can cost more than your used car. You sprain your ankle and suddenly you're in debt longer than your last relationship. So yeah, $1 million's nice. But in today's world, it doesn't stretch like it used to. Your parents brag about buying their first house for $80,000. That same house today, $500,000. And your boomer uncle says, just stop buying lattes. Cool, Uncle Bob. I'll skip Starbucks and magically cover $500,000 in housing costs. Genius plan. Reality, $1 million in 1980 is worth $3.7 million today. So if you're aiming for $1 million now, you're basically aiming for 1980's version of doing all right. That's not wealth. That's survival with slightly nicer furniture. Okay, let's say you're disciplined. You save. You avoid Starbucks Karen and her $7 lattes. Problem solved, right? Wrong. Enter lifestyle creep. Lifestyle creep is when your income goes up, and magically, so do your expenses. You get a raise, and suddenly the Civic becomes a Tesla, the one-bedroom becomes a two-bedroom, and you're wearing an Apple Watch you never check. Mini story, my buddy got a $10,000 raise. He was pumped. You know what he did? Bought a Tesla. Now he's broke again, just with autopilot. That's lifestyle creep. Your costs rise to match your income, which means your $1 million retirement isn't freedom. It's just the starting line. Here's a stat that slaps. There are 24 million millionaires in the US alone. That's like 1 in 10 adults. So being a millionaire doesn't even make you special. You're not Gatsby. You're just another Costco member. If everyone at Costco technically qualifies as a millionaire, then being one doesn't buy you freedom. It buys you bulk toilet paper. And then there's debt. Credit card debt, $1 trillion. Student loans, $1.7 trillion. Car loans, $1.6 trillion. So let's say you save up that million, but you're also carrying debt. Suddenly, your million isn't $1 million, it's $600,000. Maybe less. You thought you were retiring to the beach. Instead, you're stuck at home scrolling Zillow for houses you'll never own. Medical debt? That's the atomic bomb. One surgery and boom, decades of savings are gone. You're a millionaire on paper, bankrupt in reality. Starbucks Karen says her daily latte doesn't matter. But over 30 years, that habit adds up to $76,000. That's a brand new Tesla or a down payment. Meanwhile, Costco dad goes in for milk, comes out with a kayak, 3 frozen pizzas, and 400 rolls of toilet paper. Swears he's saving money. Bro, you just bought 3 kayaks. These habits don't destroy your wealth in one shot. They nibble at it until your millionaire plan evaporates. What you actually need. Here's the reality check. To retire comfortably today, you don't need $1 million. You need $3, 5M, depending on your lifestyle and zip code. And that's if Social Security still exists. At this rate, Social Security might just be free Netflix for seniors. My neighbor retired with $1.2 million. Thought he was golden. Within 5 years, between inflation, medical bills, and helping his kids with down payments, he's back working part-time at Home Depot. Not for fun, for survival. Here's another twist. Even six figures won't save you. Make $100,000 in New York, San Francisco, or LA? Congrats. That feels like $40,000. $3,000 a month rent, $20 cocktails, $18 salads, and you're still splitting a studio with a cat named Cinnamon. Six figures used to mean comfort. Today it means still checking your bank app after brunch. Okay, quick nightmare math. $1 million, 4% safe, withdrawal $40,000 a year. Average rent in major cities? $30,000 a year. Now you've got $10,000 left for food, insurance, Netflix, Amazon, gas, kids, healthcare, and maybe breathing oxygen. Technically a millionaire. Practically broke. And here's the kicker. Even millionaires don't feel rich. Survey: 44% of US millionaires worry they'll run out of money in retirement. Let that sink in. Almost half of millionaires are stressing over Target receipts and wondering if they should cancel Hulu. So if actual millionaires feel broke, what hope do the rest of us have if we don't change our money habits? Okay, so what's the fix? All right, time for solutions. Building wealth is like driving cross-country. Your income is the gas. No gas, no trip. The more you make, the farther you can go. If you're stuck on fumes, you're not getting far. Investing is your GPS. Without it, you'll just drive in circles. Stocks, ETFs, real estate, they keep you pointed toward your destination. Debt is the flat tire. You can have gas and GPS, but if your tire's shredded, credit cards, loans, you're not moving. Fix the flat first. Lifestyle creep is the detour to Vegas. Fun in the moment, but suddenly you're off track, out of money, and questioning your life choices. Automation is cruise control. Set it, forget it. Direct deposit into savings and investments. The less you touch it, the smoother the ride. But here's the upgrade. You also need extra fuel tanks. One source of income isn't enough anymore. Side hustles, digital products, rentals, dividends, multiple streams are like backup tanks. When one runs dry, you've still got momentum. One friend set his investments on autopilot, 20% of every paycheck. Barely noticed it. 10 years later, $500,000 in the bank. Meanwhile, his coworker bought jet skis. Guess who's still broke? That's the power of systems. You don't need a Ferrari. You need a Toyota Corolla that never quits. Here's the hope. Being rich today doesn't mean yachts and Ferraris. It means freedom. It means not panicking when the car breaks down, not stressing over rent, not checking your credit card app in the middle of the night. And yeah, $1 million won't buy you that freedom alone. But the right habits, the right systems, the right strategy, that will. So the next time someone says, all you need is $1 million to be set for life, ask them, cool, which decade are you talking about? Because in 1985, $1 million made you rich. In 2025, it makes you anxious. And in 2035, $1 million might just cover rent and Netflix. So stop chasing the old definition of millionaire and start building the new one. Financial freedom, no matter the number. And if you're guilty of lifestyle creep, Starbucks addiction, or thinking your Tesla makes you financially free, you better subscribe, because I'm exposing more traps every week. Trust me, inflation is eating your dreams faster than you eat Costco samples.